In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create such dashboard using Python. This dashboard has the function of showing stock fundamental analysis. So you are interested in doing some stock fundamental analysis like total revenue, profit, net income, and some market cap analysis. You can see that the overall trend across different quarters. And also there's a table showing the measure you are choosing. So you're choosing market cap, here also market cap. Of course, you can use this code for other purpose. This dashboard for other purpose as well. As long as you try to have a combination of a figure and a table, then this Python code can be modified to use in other situations. This is a Word document that I have prepared showing all the steps you need to do in order to get this dashboard running. The first step you need to do is like download the PyCharm. So you already have a PyCharm or you have other IDE that you prefer, then you really do not need to do the first step. The second step is to create a new project in PyCharm and then download the code and the data from GitHub. So I already upload the code and data to GitHub. So this is the GitHub, this is the Python code, this is the data, and I provide the link here. And then I will show you how you need to add some needed module. And then finally I'll explain the Python code. This is optional. So I will post this document into the GitHub as well, so you can follow this step, have an overall picture of all the steps you need to get this dashboard running. So I'm not going to do the first step, download the PyCharm, since I already have that. So let's go to the second step, create a new project in PyCharm. So you open the PyCharm. This is the one I prepared. I'm going to start from scratch, another new project. So you do file, new project, and so here you can name the Python project like util2, because I already have a util, I call it -util, so like util2. So this is the project name, and you create a folder there. And we're going to use a virtual environment. So we're going to just create a new window. Okay, so we are done. Now the next step is we're going to download the code and the data from GitHub. So I already have the code and the data in the project I prepared before making this video. So also to copy these two from there. So for you just need to download it from the GitHub. So, and then this is the Python project util2. So this is the folder or the project folder we just created. You just paste here, and that's it. Now we're going back to PyCharm. So as we come to the PyCharm, you can see that the Python file and the data appear here already. And then you click this. So you can see that it has the red underlying these modules like the dash pandas and the dash-bootstrap-components. You already have been using the PyCharm. You can inherit Python environment from your other project, but you start from scratch and you are new to this and you just download the PyCharm and then you do not have all these modules. You can follow my steps. So there's two ways you can do that, basically at least. One is that you can open the setting. So file setting, then you come to the Python interpreter. So I'm starting from scratch here, so we do not have all this module. So what you can do is that you click the add and type the dash and then install the package. So we installed the dash into this virtual environment. So we have done the installment. It take a while. So so that's it for the first one, and now we're going to do the second one, which is the pandas. Okay, so we have set up the pandas. Now we go to the last one, which is the dash. What's the name? Dash bootstrap component. We're gonna install this as well. So we are all good. We have installed all these three need package. So as you can see that now in the Python interpreter, we have all this needed package. So I just show you one way to add this package. You can also use the terminal to use the like pip install and then the package name to install. So that's another way to do so. Okay, now we have done all the installment. Now we can just run it actually. You are all good. So now you can see that now all the red underline just gone. So you can just like run it, click the run button and then run, and then choose the app. So that's our Python file name app.py. So we can run it, and we can click that. Now this is our the dashboard we have created using the Python. So now you can see that you can make some change. You can add some Netflix, and you can see the total revenue. You can see the gross profit. You can see that, okay, this dashboard is working. That's great. So notice that this dashboard is work under our local computer. You can run this dashboard in some other online server as well, but that's beyond the scope of this tutorial. I might make another tutorial about how you can run this dashboard in some, put it online, and then you can visit it anywhere from the internet. But that's beyond the scope of this tutorial. Okay, now let's go to do the last step, which I'm going to briefly explain Python code. So this step is optional. You really do not feel like you have a need to understand the Python code. You do not need to watch further, but you feel like, okay, I want to understand the Python code a bit, then you can continue watching. So this is the Python code. It has several parts. The first one is that, okay, we already know that you just install all this need package. And the second step is that we're going to set up a basic this app style. And basically, you are familiar with HTML language, you can have some basic idea. Okay, that's basically tell that how you're going to set up the left and right margin of the app. And we also, the first line of code in the second part is that we are using the dash-bootstrap component as our style sheet. And also you can also name the app title. So what this app title means is that you go to the browser, you can see that this has named stock analysis dashboard. So you change the name there, it will change here accordingly. And the next step is just like tell where to find the CSV file. So we put the CSV file and the Python file in the same folder. You can change that as well if you want. And this is these two line of code just like do some pandas data frame manipulation. So I'm not going to go further here. And this is the cell list. Basically what this means is that it try to get all the column name. Let me pull out the Excel sheet. Let me show you the CSV file data a bit. So you open the CSV file, and then you can see that, okay, there are some different columns here, and then column name. So this is like total revenue, cost of revenue, and gross profit. So what this Python code do is that it collect all the column name that you would like to allow users to make some change. So here is the menu, yes, total revenue, cost revenue, gross profit. So what this like a Python code is that it select the column names from a CSV file and then put them as the drop down menu here. And then here the part 4 is that the app layout. So basically this part of code is telling the Python how we like to structure the app. So here we tell that okay, we have a drop down menu. So this is the first drop down menu, or this company, this stock name, company name. The second drop down menu is here. Yes, well I just explained. And the next is the figure. So this is the line chart. Is this line chart. And then finally is the table. So this is the table we're showing here. Okay, and the next part of the code is the callback function. So why we need this callback function? The reason is that if we make some change here, like okay, we reduce the Meta, reduce the Netflix, reduce the Apple, you can see that the figure and the table change accordingly. You can move it, change here, it also change. That means that we need to change what kind of data we would like to use every time we make change in these two menu. So that's what this callback function is about. So the callback function, the first component is the input and output. So here you can see that this input is basically those two menu, and the output is the line chart and the table. And then this is a function to define how we're going to connect the input and output information. So here, this is for the first menu. It's telling that what kind of company we're going to choose from the CSV file data. And then this is just basic the Pandas data manipulation. And this is the define the line chart. So how we're going to, what kind of data we're going to put into this line chart. And this part just the layout, the looking of the line chart. So figure update the layout, figure update the trace, basically just change the looking of the line chart. And then this two line of code is the Pandas data frame manipulation. So they basically change what kind of data we need to select from the CSV file in order to use them into the table, the data table we are showing. So this is the define the data table, how we're going to show the data. So this is the callback function. And then lastly, this is pretty straightforward. Basically, it tells the Python how we're going to show the dashboard. So we're going to show it in our local computer. And so that's it. I just briefly explain what this Python code about. If you have any specific questions about these Python codes or overall any questions you run into when you are trying to set up this dashboard, feel free to make a comment down below and I will try my best to explain that. You can also refer to this file which I will be post into the GitHub, and then you can just open it to refer to if you have any questions. Okay, thank you for watching. If you find this tutorial useful, please like this video and also subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.